Hey guys, Nick here from Just For You Studios, and welcome back to another episode of New Gen Modded Let's Play. So, yeah, stuff has happened. I'm actually gonna move my mic a little bit more forward, sorry about that. But, yeah, stuff has gone down. So, last episode, or I should say this episode, was supposed to be me making my bound armor. And yeah, I made the bound armor, it's freaking baller as crap, but it was a fun video and all that, but the footage got corrupted, so bummer. Yeah, but anywho, now we're here in the New Gen Mod Let's Play world, and we did spawn, so I'm gonna fly by, show off spawn in the cinematic building style, and then we're actually gonna walk around and go through it. So, yeah. We made the main spawn island to be kind of a gardeny feel, which is why there's so many plants and all the freaking sunflowers that we found. Jeez, like it's crazy. But, yeah, it was meant to be kind of a nice, peaceful Zen gardeny feel with a nice little bridge in the river, which had the water that spilled out into the main part. And, yeah, it was very pretty. And we have little bridges that begin to go out and then lead to portals to the other islands. The first portal that we have is to the faction hub, hence the, FH on the building. Now, I don't know what the exact term for this build was. Maybe more of a Greek style building. I don't know. We were kind of trying to go for more of a heavenly nice building, and Greek was the first thing that really came to mind. Inside, the first thing that you see is kind of a scoreboard that says the faction's power, their current power, which, as you noticed at the beginning of the video, was there in the sidebar. So yeah, you could see that, and it had everyone's faction there, as well as you can always find it here in the faction hub. To the right is the message board. Currently, the only thing that we have listed is the big Ender Dragon fight that will happen soon, I guess. Now, to the left, we have a death count, and currently, since we built Spawn, I've been the only death, and that happened actually during making Spawn. I'll go into how later, really, but it was when we were making the islands, because we used Botania crap that took forever, and you had to stay in the same chunk. So, I sat down in that chunk, I had to go do something, and when I returned, a zombie just smacked the crap out of my booty, and I died. So, yeah, fun times. Here we have the last remaining sheep-ezes. And a sheep-ez is basically the sheep at spawn, but these are the only two that have really survived. And they were given the name tag sheep-ez so that we could tell that they were from the original spawn. Now, all the sheep-ezes, I don't know how, had black wool. So these are the last two from spawn who had the sheep-ez name tag and had the black wool. And over here are Nancy and Gargus. Now, I don't remember if I cut it out of the boss battle, but in one of the videos when we were at Rose's house, there was this chicken, and it had this weird, funky name. So we were able to find another one by Rose Base, and they're currently living out here as the official kind of Sky Guardian bird mascots of pure awesomeness. So yeah. Now on the second floor is the library. The library contains a lot of miscellaneous books that are actually kind of cool to read. But in the center area contains all the faction-related books that have the origins to all the factions and, well, the world as a whole. Now, I might get into reading these later, but for now, let's just continue showing off Spawn. Now, the island across from the faction hub contains a really nice-looking marketplace. It's really cool, and I just love the pathway, how it's not at all perfect and just a nice, cool little funky road. But all the shopkeepers from before are here, and the blacksmiths have a really cool upgraded forge area. And I just love the design that we picked for the mage tower. It just looks really fancy, and though not quite as cool nor big as the one on the ground, definitely competes. Now, the farthest island we have here is still kind of, I guess, being built, as we do not have the portal here yet, and it was actually just finished before I started this recording. Now, James built the hotel, and I built the other two buildings that we'll go into working on now. Now, this is a hotel. As you walk in, there's a little guy, front doorman, I guess you could say, who's, there to greet you and give you the key to the room and all that jazz. But as we enter, there's an elevator right here that's very funky and hard to function, as well as through these doors are our completely customizable rooms using the Carpenter blocks, so you can pick exactly what blocks you want to have in your room. And on the second floor, it's literally the same exact thing, only just more rooms. But you go through here, and this bridge is still being worked on, but it'll lead to this little room, which will contain a portal to the village. Now, the village contains a crap ton of the Minecraft Comes Alive villagers, as well as a few other villagers that are used for trading, but this is where there are just so many different people and where all the Sky Guardians, I guess, live, supposedly. Now, this has always been here. In fact, this is the village where I found my wife and my daughter, as well as all my other friends, but I guess it belongs to the Sky Guardians. I mean, it's a really cool village, really big, and I guess is their home. But back in that other island, underneath the hotel is the bank. Now, it's a stone little building where you can store items into the bank keepers here, as well as if you have valuables, they can be copied over into the bank and you can buy them back if they get lost. And finally, the outside is finished, but the inside is not. This is the pet store where you can buy a bunch of random pets, I guess. I mean, there are dogs, cats, and a lot of really interesting mobs here. And now finally, the piece of resistance, the biggest part of spawn, the airship. This is the Sky Guardian's main war vessel, where all their soldiers are, and pretty much where a lot of stuff goes down. As we go inside here, they have a little bay for their main plane, and more can come out from here, but it's pretty much just a point where they can exit. As well as this very precarious pathway here, which will lead you to the engine room. And as you go up here is where the armory is. Now, I gotta be frank, I did not build this alone. I had a lot of Sky Guardian help, primarily when it came to getting materials. Sky Guardians helped me get wood, as well as, Koby's tree farm and other means, like going on my own, finding places where there were oak trees that I could cut down. Now, on the second story, there's a doorway right here where you can get out and kind of walk around the outside, as well as a staircase that can take you, up and down the different levels of the floor. Nice little couch, as well as this area. Now, this is far from complete. There's going to be a big reactor here that will power the entire ship and will be just beautiful. It can also be viewed by the next story up, which is where the bridge is, at the end of the hallway, where you can control the ship. Now, this final story is where pretty much all the soldiers live. There's a nice kitchen, which I guess is more of a cafeteria, but it contains things to make food with, as well as do laundry and all these other things. As well as a cramped little barracks, this, though not the most pretty, has a lot of beds that can fit all the soldiers. And now the final piece of the airship. Now, these doors on the left and right are the bathroom. Nothing, too special, but as we go up the staircase, we are now in the cannon. Now, this cannon, Sky Guardians are still trying to figure out how it will work, but from what they've told me, it will work. That's right, this freaking hunk of rock and metal is going to become a functional gun. And look at the size of it, too. I don't want to be at the wrong end of this thing. So as you see, it has a big old cannon at the front, as well as kind of a rocket and a straight beam on both sides. Now, yeah, I can't imagine to see what this thing can do. But that's pretty much it when it comes to spawn. It's pretty simple, pretty nice, and definitely an upgrade from the old one. Now, let's look around and have some fun and see what we can discover. So I think the first thing that we should really check out, I guess we'll go back in order, would be the faction hub. See what there is there. Now, all the stuff is relatively new to me. I mean, I did brief exploration, so I did... Wow, thank you, Rapier. I did see this before, a faction book, which we'll probably have to buy next episode, which both James and Ro have bought a faction book, and pretty much what it does is it allows you to increase your faction's power. Now, mine's currently at 2, and I've done jack crap, really, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I think you get 1 just for defeating your boss, But I don't know where the second one I have comes from. So, I don't know. Sky Guardians, thanks to us. And the Sky Guardians, thanks to us, have a faction power level 30. So, my 2 is pretty much nothing compared to that. So, yeah, let's go on. Alright, and at the marketplace we got the Sky Guardian Weapons Maker, which I guess is different from the Blacksmith. He has a lot of different weapons. I mean, no Sky Guardian weapons, they're just purely cool kind of weapons. And I mean, some of them are kind of interesting, like a leaf blade and a sword, or sun sword. And, yeah, so, cool, I guess. Yeah, who is this? Oh, geez, this is new. I guess this is the wedding person who gave you all the wedding stuff. Wow, this is crazy different. Okay. Gem cutter. So I guess you can cut your own Coolio gems now, which is interesting. But, cool, I guess. Blacksmith. Yeah. Oh, this is fancy. Well, I mean, I know it's fancy because I built it, but dang, this actually looks nice. I forgot how good it looked. I haven't been in here for a couple days. And by the way, building spawn last time took, I don't know, just over a week maybe. This one took 2 to 2.5 weeks, and that's like over a summer vacation. So we've been spending 2 weeks building. So, yeah, I mean, not 2 full weeks. I mean, we had days where we didn't do building, but pretty much a full 2 weeks. Oh, so there's some new stuff. We got a Sky Guardian blade, which looks different than it did before, that now does 28 damage. A cutlass that does 13. A dagger that has lifesteal 5. That sounds baller. A battle sign with knockback. A Sky Guardian bow with quick draw, power 5, and repair 2. Air arrows. Okay. Mithril staff, cheap mana, and then a Sky Guardian scythe. But, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I do kind of like this forge a lot better. It's a lot cooler, and there's a nice fancy smoker at top. I think, oh no, I did make that. Wow, sorry, forgive me, this is one of the things we built at the beginning of the 2 weeks, and I haven't been back here since, so I've been forgetting stuff. But, I also like the seared glass that's right here, so you can look in at what's been smelting, and from both angles. Anywho, we got 2 shops right here. This is the standard shopkeeper, and this one contains nothing at the moment. I guess she has nothing to sell at the moment. The baker, does the baker have anything new? Hello? There we go. Not that I can see. Pretty much same old, same old. And, yeah, I think that's it. A lot more mages, so I guess the mods, maybe? Let me see. Ooh, elevator. Hello? Hello? Alright, so this is the normal mage who has a normal trade. Oh, Botania crap. Cool, so when we get into Botania, we got that on our side. Somcraft stuff. Cause hey, heyo, coolio. What's up here? Witchery stuff. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. And, no one. Alright, I see. Coolio, coolio. And, sorry if I'm not, like, you know, woo, too hyper-energized as I typically am. I've spent the past 2 days just kind of doing not much. I've seen, Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2 yesterday. I saw them both, and I freaking love them. Really hope there'll be a Kick-Ass 3. Let me know if you guys want to see a movie review. And, today I've started reading Paper Towns, and, you know, I started going off, you know, oh, cool, this is gonna have a movie coming out soon. And typically, if a book has a movie coming out soon, before I go to see the movie so I can review it, I typically like to, you know, at least read some of the book so I can see what the characters are like before I go in, so I know what to expect and all that. And without really any spoilers, I didn't finish the book. I'm like halfway through. I mean, this is from the guy who wrote Fault in Our Stars. And I went in going totally, oh man, this is gonna be a cool, fun, go-lucky, happy story, isn't it? It's from the guy who wrote Fault in Our Stars, Nick. So, yeah, I'm kind of discovering it may not be the happiest of stories, but, I'm hopeful, and that hope's probably going to get crushed very soon, but I'm going to stay hopeful as long as I can. And again, sorry for the corruption of the bound stuff. I'll go over what it has on it now. I mean, the bound helmet, it currently has the Master Blood Orb in it, so it doesn't drain from our, blood. It has a divination sigil, so I guess I'm supposed to be able to have night vision, but I haven't seen that yet. But the main thing that it gives me, that I got it for, is a little GUI. You probably don't see it now that I think about it. You might see half of it, right under my face cam, or maybe inside my face cam. I don't know how big my face cam's gonna be. You might not be able to see it, but there's a little GUI that says how much blood I have. And it's freaking cool. Sorry if I block it with the face cam. The chest plate that... Freaking upload alarm. The chest plate that has Sigil of the Green Grove on, so any plants that I'm around grow quicker. And a Sigil Whirlwind, so arrows don't do crap on me, boys. We got Pantalones that have Lava Sigil Leba. Yeah, totally. Lava Sigil, so I don't take the fire damage. And a Sigil Haste, so I break faster. Well, I don't break faster. That would be a horrible sigil to have on your armor. I break stuff faster. With the fists. And I got a water sigil. For when you got a water crap. No, so I don't drown. That's why I have a water sigil. But anyway, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for this video. Probably a bit of a shorter video. And hey! Yo, dude! Dude! Oh, he's actually giving me unique stuff. Greetings, Just 3 Studios. How's your day? Just 3 Studios. Great to see you. Anyway, this is the dude from the tower who we ran into. Yo, dude, you're alive. I thought you died. Because you didn't evacuate, I remember. I thought you died. Dang, you's alive. You's a fighter. A fighter. But yeah, that will about do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, fair, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. And I will see you guys on the next one. Stay classy. Later. Woo!